Hey Nima, I'm Natalie. I'm here to teach you some bar. We're going to use something kind of different for our weights today. Some wine bottles. They're full, so they're a little heavier. Know that you can use an emptier bottle if you want a lighter weight. I'm not sure if you have any of those laying around, but I do. These ones are full, so we're going to use them for our upper body today. We're going to do a whole bar set, and we'll have some fun. So we're going to stay on our knees today for the upper body. We're going to start with that front shoulder. So we're going to stand nice and tall on our knees. Belly's pulled in here. Ribs are knitting together. We're going to use those wine bottles. And no, again, you can use full, empty, or no wine bottles at all. You're still going to get good work here. We're going to extend those arms out all the way. Palms face forward. You're gripping those wine bottles tight. You're squeezing the triceps, squeezing the biceps. Belly's still pulled in here. We're holding at shoulder height. So nothing's changing here. We're just holding static. Breathing fully. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Stick with it here. Good. You're going to start to feel that front shoulder start to burn out. We have a little movement coming. We're going to use little ups here. You're using, again, that front shoulder right here to lift those wine bottles up. Here we go. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little up. Little up. Good. Little up. Little up. Teeny tiny. It's like a centimeter, an inch of movement, not much here. Good. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, I'm shaking, 3, 2, we're gonna hold again on 1. Static hold here. If it's hurting your wrist, you can rotate those wine bottles down so your palms face down. You can also hold wine bottles facing each other. Tall here, palms face each other. That's another option, still working that front shoulder. Good. If you're not at this position yet, rotate those palms so they face each other. We've got bicep curls next. In 4, 3, 2. We're going to curl to 90 degrees. Good. Elbows stay up in line with those shoulders, and then we push those wine bottles away. So we resist back. We resist out. Nice. Pull it back. Push it out again. Belly pulls in here. Pull it back. Push it out. Pull back. Push out. Good. We got 4 more. 3. Good. Here's 2. Last one. Hold it at that 90. Little tiny ups here. Squeeze those biceps. Up. 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 And up. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. All right, extend those arms out. Palms are going to face down again. Good, we'll move on to our next exercise. All right, guys, moving on, we're going to come into mid-shoulder. So again, wine bottles in your hands. Palms are going to face down. We're going to open up here, almost as wide as our shoulders. Belly still pulls in. We're slightly in front of our shoulders, so I can see those wine bottles in my peripheral vision. That's where you want them. Again, shoulder height. Arms are arrow straight here. So simple movement, we're going to do those little ups again, working that mid-shoulder, little up, squeezing those wine bottles, little up, little up. Again, belly pulls in, ribs knit together. We're looking for a shake, so you want those muscles to shake. You're going to work them to exhaustion. Little up, little up, little up, little up. Good. We got 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold back here on 1. You're going to pull both those wine bottles in towards your chest and then extend back out. Arms stay stable from your shoulders to your elbows. Those don't change at all. They don't drop in the height. They don't move from their position. You just bend at that elbow and then extend at the arm. Good. Pull in, push out. 4 more. There you go, 4. Woo, we're going to be sweating. Here's 3. And 2. Good. Listen closely. After 1, we're going to hold those wine bottles out, all the way out, palms down. Now you're going to flip those palms to face forward and then pull your elbows in by your sides. Now we're squeezing the shoulder blades here, so we're going to work the mid-back. So squeezing those shoulder blades, anytime I do this, my ribs pop out. That's normal for me. I've got to just pull them back in. So be aware of that. If you squeeze those shoulder blades and your ribs pop out, pull them back in. Okay. So squeezing those shoulder blades like there's a penny or a pencil there. Don't lose that contraction. It's really important. We're going to find tiny little ups with the biceps here. Teeny up. You're squeezing that bicep to lift. Squeeze to lift. Good. Squeeze to lift. Don't forget to breathe. squeeze to lift. Good. Starting at that 90, we lift an inch from there. Good, still maintaining that squeeze in the shoulder blades, super important. Here's 4, here's 3, and 2, we got this. Hold right here on 1. All right, we're gonna press those wine bottles back an inch in space. Press it back. Press it back, I'm feeling the burn here. Press it back. Woo, press it back. Press back. 8, 7, still got that squeeze. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, we're gonna hold here on 1. Squeeze those shoulder blades as tight as you can. Pull that belly in, last hold for mid back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring those wine bottles down. All right, guys, moving on to triceps. We're gonna stay in this kneeling position. We're gonna do 1 bottle at a time. So still on the knees, hinging forward, butt can send back slightly, still pulling that belly in. Shoulders stay back and down, so try not to bring those shoulders forward. We're still back and down. Elbows tucking close, and then we lift them nice and high. So they're up kind of in line with the shoulders. We're gonna extend that left arm back, and it's just gonna stay static. We're gonna extend this arm from 90 back. Good, 90, extend. 90, extend. Gaze is out in front of you so your neck stays in line with your spine. Good, we got 4 left. Here's 4. Here's 3. I gotta shake. Woo! Here's 2. Hold it here on 1. Hold, hold, hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, come on up. We're just gonna change sides. So you don't have to turn your bodies. You can just change hands here. I'm gonna turn so you guys can see my other side here. Again, hips are slightly back, belly's pulled in, we're hinged forward, shoulders away from those ears. Both elbows tuck in tight, we lift up high. Right arm extends back and stays static and stable. Left arm at that 90, and we extend back. 8 reps, good. Inhale to 90, exhale to extend. Good. Halfway. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. We're gonna hold it here on 1. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, moving on here. We're gonna get into those thighs. So thigh work, we're gonna start on those knees for knee dancing or a knee lean, whatever you wanna call it. Staying on the knees, the toes are gonna come together. So you're gonna touch your big toes together and imagine your body's like a plank. So from your knees to your shoulders, you're one big plank, nothing changes. Hands are gonna come to your hips, or you can extend them out if you'd like. So big toes touch, belly zips in here. We're gonna lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Keep that core engaged until you feel those thighs fire up. Good, from here, teeny pulses up, teeny tiny. Little up, little up. Good, teeny tiny ups. Good. Here's 8, squeeze those arms. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Good. Now you're going to glue those legs together. Hands are going to come to your hips. This time we break at the hip. So we're going to come down for 2, up for 2. Bringing the seat down to hover just above the heels. Belly stays in again, core engaged. Foot cramp. If you have a little foot cramp, feel free to work it out a little bit here. All right. So down 2, up 2, in 4, 3, 2, 1. We come down for 2, and then up for 2. Good. Down for 2, up for 2. Down for 2, up for 2, down 2. Good. Up 2. Couple more here. 8. Good. 7. Here's 6. And 5. 4. 3. 2. All the way up on 1. Good. Just one inhale here, and then we're going to sink low to heels over hips. Good. We're just going to hold your hands on those hips or hands extend. I want those thighs shaking, so come a little lower. If it doesn't feel like a shake for you, belly pulls in, shoulders stay away from those ears. Shoulders over hips, hold here, hold here. Squeeze those thighs together. 8, 7, 6, 5, you got it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on out. Nice work. All right, moving on, a little bit more thigh work. We're gonna come into a little wide position here. So we're gonna step those feet out nice and wide. Heels are in, toes are out. Belly pulls in. As always, we keep that core engaged, and we're gonna slide down. So we're still keeping the knees and the ankles aligned. Shoulders are back here, and then we're slightly tucking that tailbone under just a tiny, tiny bit to pull those shoulders in alignment with our hips. Hands stay on the hips, and again, we're just gonna do little pulses down here. This is all thigh work, so you should feel that work right here on the tops of those thighs. You're gonna feel some nice opening through the hips as well, keeping the breath going. Teeny pulses. 8, 7, 6, I'm shaking. 5, good. 4, we've got this. 3, 2, we're gonna hold low on 1. Hold low on 1. Look at that shake. You got it, right here. I'm here with you. Pull that belly in. Big inhales through the nose. Big exhales through the mouth. We got those pulses again in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little pulse. Little pulse. Woo! Little pulse. Here we go. Come on. Little pulse. Here is 8, 7. We got 1. Hold to finish. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We hold low on 1. Hold low on 1. Find that shake. Arms extend all the way up overhead. Hold it here. Hold it here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. All right, everyone. Moving into seat work here. We're going to do a little work with these wine bottles and work on the seat here. We're going to do 2 different exercises for seat work. We're going to start on forearms. So elbows are going to come under shoulders. And while you're here, you want to try to keep the hips over the knees. So you don't want to shift too far forward or too far back. So keep it kind of neutral here. Palms can press together, and while we're working, I want your gaze at your thumbs so that your neck stays in line with your spine. You're not dropping the head down. You're not lifting it way up. That arches the back. So belly is engaged, gaze is at those thumbs, and then the knees are underneath the hips. So when we move here, we're going to start with that right leg. You'll extend it back, and then you'll lift it up. That leg is arrow straight. There's no bend in your knee. You're going to squeeze your butt. So this is all focused on your butt right here. You're going to squeeze right there, little tiny ups. Focus on the butt squeeze. There's not a range of motion, right? There's no visible movement here. It's all about that squeeze in the glute. So we're going to stay here for a few rounds. Squeeze to lift. Squeeze to lift. Squeeze and lift. Good. You can point your toe or you can flex your foot. It's up to you. But squeeze to lift. There's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold here on 1. Hold on 1. Find that shake. Squeeze that leg straight. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next variation, we're going to take that wine bottle, place it behind your knee. I think. Might be too slippery. It's a little too slippery. So you can use it if you'd like to, or maybe you don't wear long pants while you do this. You need to have a little bit of grip. There we go. All right. So flexing that foot, squeezing that wine bottle, we're gonna lift up here, and then I want you to squeeze in on that bottle, and then squeeze that butt, little ups again. So you're maintaining that squeeze on the wine bottle, firing up the hamstring. You're also squeezing and activating that glute, little ups. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, almost there, 3, 2, we're gonna hold here on 1, we're gonna go full range. So you're gonna come down for 2, then squeeze up for 2. There it is. Down for 2, squeeze up for 2, down for 2, up for 2, good, down for 2, stick with this, up for 2, find that shake, down, 2, up, 2, down, 2, up, 2, last set right here, down, 2, up and hold at the top. I want you to find that shake. Let that glute shake out. Let that hamstring be on fire. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, come on down. We're gonna change sides here. I'm gonna rotate my body around. Whew. Roll up my other pant leg now that I know. Okay. So we'll start again, forearms down, palms together, gaze is at those thumbs. Whoop, I'm running into my closet. Let's try that again. Okay, here we go. Belly zips in, hip is over that knee. We're gonna lift up here. I'm gonna flex my foot this time on this side, squeezing the glute. Little up, teeny tiny up, 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 up. Good, again, focused on that glute. It's not lots of movement, it's very tiny. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here on 1, squeeze that leg, hold here, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bringing that knee down, we're gonna find that wine bottle. I recommend using the same one so you have even weight. They're pretty close in weight, but they might be a little bit different. So, palms together, flexing that foot, squeezing that wine bottle. We lift here. Don't lose the squeeze on the bottle. Little up, teeny tiny. Little up, little up, little up. Okay. Breathe. I have to remind myself to breathe. Keep pulling that belly in. Don't forget about belly button to spine. Ribs are knitting together. We're not sinking into the shoulders, right? We're pushing into those forearms to stay lifted. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna come to that down for 2, up for 2, down for 2. Then we squeeze, up for 2, down, 2, up, 2. Keep it going. Down, 2, up, 2, down, 2, up, 2, down, 2. Almost there. Up, 2. 2 more sets. Down, 2, up, 2. Last set. Down, 2. Uh-oh. Up, 2. Hold it right there. Squeeze that wine bottle. Hold that glute. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Come on down. Find that wine bottle if you dropped it like me, and we'll move on to our second glute exercise. Whew, shaking here. All right, moving on, glute exercise number 2. Still on the mat, so we're gonna come down here, stack your legs, make your shins parallel to the end of your mat. So I'm really bending those knees a lot. We're gonna come back down into forearm, elbow right underneath our shoulder, belly pulls in. Your palm can be up or down sideways. It doesn't really matter on this left side. I just don't want you to sink into that shoulder. So a lot like our last exercise, you're activating that arm, pushing through the forearm to stay lifted. Belly pulls in here, really important. Top hand is gonna come down here, so I'm on my left side. You can match me or you can go on your right side, it doesn't matter. We will do both sides, but whatever hand isn't down, it's just gonna kickstand in front of you to give you a little support. You're gonna take that top leg, extend it out, and when you look down the line of your body, you want that leg to be behind your hip. So I'm gonna slide that leg back and I'll actually feel my butt work a little harder as I slide it back. So you want that leg behind your hip to work. Belly pulls in, just like the other side, tiny up. Squeeze your butt to lift. Pointed toe or flexed foot. Good. Little up here. Little up. Little up. Up. Good. Breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold here on 1. So we're going to change to a flutter. The tiny bend in that knee, and then you push that leg straight. So it's not major, right? It's tiny, it's minor. Teeny bend, big press. Teeny bend, big press. I'm shaking. Teeny bend, big press. Teeny bend, big press. Here's 4. Here's 3. We're going to hold at the end. Here's 2. We're going to hold here on 1. So find that shake. Maybe lift that leg a little higher for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, changing sides. Around we go. Woo! This always amazes me, barre amazes me, because we don't have to work that long. We don't have to work with heavy weights. We're all gonna feel this tomorrow. Again, elbow under shoulder, palm wherever feels good on that bottom hand. Top hand comes in front of you to create that kickstand. Shins are parallel to the mat, belly's pulled in, leg extends out, and then moves behind that hip. Here we go, little up, squeeze, 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 that's it. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, 8, 7, slow count on this side, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold right here on 1, arrow straight leg, find that shape, into that flutter, little bend, big press, little bend, big press, little bend, big press, little bend, big press, good, here's 4, almost there, here's 3, nice and slow, here's 2, we got that final hold right here after 1, we hold strong here, lift that leg a little higher for 4, for 3, 4, 2, and 1, that's it, nice work. All right, we're gonna transition right away, nothing fancy, just roll over onto those hands and knees, coming right into our plank position. So plank here, hands are about as wide as your shoulders. You can do this on your knees. We're shifting those hips forward so that your knees are aligned with your hips are aligned with your shoulders, toes are lifted, or you're up on those toes. Either way, we're static, stable, strong. Pushing that mat away with those hands, belly pulls in, we're gonna hold here. Squeezing the thighs, squeezing the glutes. I'm right here with you, shaking it out. A little longer here, for 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that left foot, lift it up, bring your left knee to your left wrist. Little stretch here through the glutes. We're gonna come right back into that plank. Okay. Again, toes or knees, up to you. We're rounding through those shoulder blades, pushing that mat away. Hold on to it. Seconds left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, right toes lift, right knee to right wrist. Pigeon. Woo, guys, I'm shaking. Lots of hard work, building up the sweat. Got a couple exercises left after this, and then we'll be done. Okay, one more plank. Set up those hands, step on back. Best one yet. Hold on to it. Try not to let those hips sink way up or drop way down, right? Heels now with hips, hips line with shoulders. Same thing if you're on your knees. We're not back here. That does nothing for us, and we're not all the way forward. We're right in the center. Here we got 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We got 2 sets of push-ups to go, and then we're gonna come onto our back for a little bit more glute work, a little bit more core work, and then we'll be done. So we have about 4 exercises, 5 exercises to finish. Starting with those push-ups, we're gonna do them on our knees. If you need a little bit more intensity, you can do these on your toes. I'm gonna cue them from the knees. So just like when we set up before, we're gonna glue the knees together this time. They're right underneath your hips. You're gonna walk your hands out in front of you and about as wide as your mat. So we're gonna come to wide push-ups, belly pulls in. As we shift that weight forward, we're basically in that plank position, right? You might have to adjust a little bit here. Hands slightly in front of the shoulders, and again, nice and wide. So we're gonna come down with control. Right now, my elbows are locked out. We never wanna come to that lockout during those push-ups. We want a soft bend. So never locking out at the top, soft bend at the top. And we'll come anywhere between this soft bend and about 90 degrees. So how deep you go is really up to you. We're gonna come down to and up to, slow and steady, bellies up in the whole time. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. We come down for 2, slow up to that soft bend. Okay, down for 2, up for 2, down for 2, up for 2, down for 2, up. This is halfway through these sets. We're down for 2, up for 2, 3 left, down for 2, up for 2, come on, down for 2, woo, up for 2, last one, down for 2, up, soft bend, listen closely, come on down to your low point, wherever that was, here, or that 90 degrees. I want you to hold, I want you to shake it out. We're gonna hold it here, few more seconds, breathe in, breathe out, let that shake set in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, push on up on 1. Good, stay in this position. I just want you to move your hands. So hands are gonna come right underneath your shoulders. Tricep push-ups, same concept, down 2, up 2. Whew. This time elbows are gonna bend straight back. So I don't want to see elbows coming out this way, knocking in. They come right along those sides, shoulders away from your ears, belly zips in. Same range of motion, soft bend to that 90, anywhere in there that feels good for you. We'll come down 2, up 2, in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, we're down for 2, and up for 2, soft bend, down for 2, up for 2, down 2, up 2, down 2, up 2, down, up, down, up, almost there, down, up for 2, 2 more here, down, up. These are really hard, down, up. That's that last one. We're gonna come down to hover, hover and hold, find your low point. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, take a quick child's pose, stretch out those arms. All right. Whew. Moving on to a little core work and a little more glute. Keep your wine bottles nearby. We're going to use them for glute work. We will not use them for core right now. So I want you guys to come down onto your backs. All right. Belly pulls down towards the mat. We're going to bring the knees over the hips and the shins parallel to the ground. Hands are going to come behind your glutes, and as you slide them up to behind your knees, I want you to peel those shoulders up and off the ground, and the belly continues to pull down towards the mat. So we're peeling up, peeling up, peeling up. I like to give myself a little wiggle to get myself situated. Belly still pulls down. Weight or grip on those legs is very, very light. I have to be able to breathe here. You should definitely be breathing. Belly pulls down. Gaze is going to lift. And I want you to think about curling your hips to your ribs. So you're shortening this space, using that low belly to pull those hips towards you. Teeny little in. Use your exhale. But again, this is not in the arms. It's all in the belly. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna hold it here on 1. Now a little up to that chest. Imagine your chest pulling to your knees. Little up, little up, little up, little up. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5. We hold at the end of this. 4, 3, 2. Hold everything at the top. Hold that chest up. Pull those hips down and under. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Into that glute work, we're going to take those wine bottles. You can use 1. You can use 2. You can use none. Heels down. Belly still engaged here. I'm just going to hold either end of these wine bottles. They're right at the crease of my hip. And then I'm going to lift my butt up off the mat about an inch, just an inch, not very high. And then I'm focused on the squeeze underneath my butt. So basically where your glutes meet the back of your leg, that little smile, that crease, that's our focus for this work. You're gonna squeeze that spot and pulse, little ups. Teeny tiny. Up. Still keep that belly engaged. Core is still working here. It never stops, right? We never let it rest. Here is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're holding here on 1. Hold right there. Good. Alternating sides. We're going to start with that right glute, left glute, right glute, left glute. If I had a martini shaker, we'd be making shaken martinis here. That little shift of movement. There. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We finish with a hold here at the top. Hold, hold, hold. 8, 7. Try to squeeze yet. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Last exercise. We're going to do one more to finish. A little balance here. Boat pose. Is what we call it in yoga. You can call it whatever you want. There's a couple variations. So spine stays nice and tall. We don't want to curl in here. Long spine, heart is lifting up and out. You can do this with your toes on the ground, hands behind your knees. You can do this with your shins parallel to the mat, balancing. You can do this with your legs straight, as long as you don't collapse. I'm going to shake all through this whole thing. Or you can stay here and extend those arms. Again, finding that shake. No roundness, and that's fine. All right, we're holding here. If you want to use those wine bottles, you can while you're extended. You can also be here. Anywhere that feels good. It feels a little challenging. This is the last bit of work. Here we go. On the clock. Belly pulling in. Stick with this. You guys have worked so hard. You stuck with me. The best part about this workout is that when we're done, you've got 2 bottles of wine to celebrate with. Maybe not both bottles, or maybe both bottles. It's your choice. It's totally up to you. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, thank you guys so much for joining me. Again, my name is Natalie. I am the Wellness Director at NEMA Chicago. You will see me a bunch over the next couple of weeks virtually, and hopefully for those that live in Chicago, I will see you in person soon. Stay healthy, stay happy, and stay sweaty.